Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ala. Today I am doing another part of the bronzer marathon, which is the cream bronzer marathon. Today's focus is going to be the Nudestix Bondi Bay. It's the Nudies Matte Nudestix. So I didn't know about the Bondi Belle, which is supposed to be the cooler, more neutral toned bronzer. So all I have is this one to go through. So I will show it to you, I'll swatch it, I'll apply it, and then you can see what Bondi Bay looks like on olive skin tone. So I already applied this SPF Beauty of Joseon, and now I will start with, I'm gonna do a little bit of color corrector today because my sleep has not been the most restful, so my darkness has been showing. I'm just gonna leave that there for a little bit until I finish the foundation, and then I'll go back and blend it out. I hope your guys' weekend has been a good one. We have had, I've mentioned before that I'm in Oregon, and the weather here has been very, very wintry, very cold, especially cold. It's been getting colder every single year, and definitely not warmer. We've been getting more snow every year. We've been getting more ice every year. It's been lasting a lot longer. It's been sticking around, and it's been causing definitely more damage. And we've had just this week, it was just a really long week of really bad ice and like a thick ice. We have gravel in our driveway, and the ice was like half an inch thick on the whole driveway, and the gravel basically was non-existent. It just kind of smoothed over with the ice on top. And so when we had to get out to go anywhere, the car just like slid down the hill. We've seen ice storms here before, but this is worse than before. It's definitely getting more and more cold here, which I usually love rain and cold, but when there's ice involved, it's not fun. It's not enjoyable whatsoever. So I did just go over that color corrector, just blended it in, and I'll add the same Air Perez concealer just to keep it consistent with the other cream bronzer video bases. Then I'll just blend it out. During the ice storm, and it was like two ice storms in the same week. We got hit with another ice storm, and that is unusual too. We just ended up going and staying with family because we've been losing power and electricity. Okay, so with the base being nice and primed and ready, I'm going to use the cream bronzer now. This is the brush side, which is kind of small. Sometimes I do use the brushes, and this is the other side. I'll use a brush to kind of coat the bronzer on the brush, and then I'll go in onto the face. So you'll be able to see what the color looks like. I'm going to keep it as kind of intense as possible, just so you guys can see what the color looks like. Because if it's too sheer and like barely there, just for the sake of looking good on camera, then you're not going to get a good idea of what it looks like. So I'm just gonna have it be a little more built up than I would normally, if that makes sense. All right, so here's some of it. I'll do just a little bit on the nose. Let me just add a little bit more on the sides. Okay, so here's the color. I'd say the way that I would describe this is it's very easy to blend, and if your skin tone, the undertone, if it suits this color, then it's a really nice bronzer. It's easy to blend, it's small, compact, you can go places with it. It doesn't just take up too much space. The formula is nice, it's creamy, it's long lasting. If you know, set it same as usual with any other product. No scent to it, because I've mentioned other ones have a scent, and this one has 0 scent, no chemicals, no nothing. It's just a plain old bronzer. It's just kind of an easy bronzer to use. Let me just swatch it here on the arm. So it does look like this particular color, it looks like too orange. So if I blended it out, it looks a bit too orange. So there's too much of a contrast between olive skin and this color, and it almost comes off like a terracotta look as a bronzer, and I don't usually like that color for a bronzer. When I do want to use something up and not waste it, then I will try and mix and match with other colors on top, like over it, to make that color look better. The next product I want to use is the Rose Inc highlighter, and this is the color Opalescent. I'm going to add it on top. I'm just going to do all the cream products first. I know it's a little shiny right now. I'll subdue it in just a moment. I'm just going to add the highlighter and the cream blush on top, which is another Rose Inc, and then I'll use the powder to mattify some areas and set it down. This is the color Delphine, and I'll use the Rose Inc brush as well for this. Here's the color. This is kind of like a peachy, definitely a neutral peach blush color. It's really pretty. I have a neutral lip that I want to do, and I think I might do like a smoky eye look, a little bit more of a dramatic look on the eye today. We'll see if my idea works out. So that, okay, the base is pretty much done. I'm just gonna use a bit of powder. This is gonna go all over the face, and then I'll use a different powder for under the eyes, because this doesn't mattify the whole face. It sets it down, but it definitely doesn't mattify. You still have the glow everywhere, which is what I like about this powder, the Kosas powder. But for under the eyes, I definitely want more coverage, so I go in with this Youngblood, and I'll take a denser brush. This is the color, And basically it's a powder foundation, and I'll just take it on a dense brush. This is the BK Beauty 108. I love this for under the eyes because it just lays it down and mattifies, and it's really soft. Your eyes aren't getting poked, which is nice. So I'll just do the whole lid, and then it kind of just cancels out everything. That's nice. Yeah. Youngblood is a mineral, it's like a clean beauty brand, and I just like one day found out that they had a sale going on, so I was able to get my hands on this powder for way cheaper than I've ever gotten it. I haven't bought it in the past because it was just a little too expensive, but now I have it again and it's going down. I've been using it non-stop. The next thing I wanted to do was just do my eyebrows really quick. Just using my same Nature Republic brow pencil in number 3. I've been going through a BBC TV series called the Dr. Blake Mysteries. I love BBC shows, particular ones. I like anything Jane Austen related, just to give you guys an idea of my interests, but I also love just mystery shows. Those are always keep my interest. And the Dr. Blake is a mystery series, but it actually takes place in Australia, which is kind of cool. So I've been going through that with my husband because I actually watched it all the way through myself, and then now I'm watching it again with him. All right, so my eyebrows are all done, and I'll do my lips now. This whole week during the ice storm while visiting family, I've been using the Combo Muse lip liner and the Hourglass Alpine, and I think it's going to go really well with this look. So I like a bit of a warmer lip liner. This color actually reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury Hot Gossip, and that is definitely one of my favorites. And this is the Hourglass Alpine. So that's the lipstick combo I've been wearing this week during just the ice storm. I thought I'd use the Natasha Denona Glam palette here and get an interesting smoky eye out of it. So I'll use, let's see, I'm gonna go in with like a fluffy brush and start with some of the lighter shades. Okay. All right, I'll use one of the darker shades for under the eyes. I'm just going in with this bottom color here that says outer eyelid. Wanted to do some eyeliner in the waterline. This is the Charlotte Tilbury in Walk of No Shame. So I'm doing like a cool eyeshadow look with a red eyeliner. This is kind of like a burgundy red. Then I'll just blend it out and soften it up. Then I might use another color in the palette here. This is another outer eye, but it's a brown, more on the brown side. I'm gonna put it just in the crease to deepen it a little bit more. Make sure it's blended. Use a softer brush. Just like that. I'll use that same brown at the bottom lash line That way the dark brown and the burgundy, they're going together really well. So that is the eyes without mascara. I'll just curl the lashes and do the mascara. This is the Shiseido lash curler. All right, so that's the makeup. Let me just use a little bit more powder to bring down some of the shine. I'm gonna use just a bigger fluffy brush here. There we go. And then just a more pinpoint brush for under here, and that way it kind of cleans up some of the eyeshadow that went a little too far. And then I'll just spray my face with this Professional Super Setter. This is the look that I came up with, and this is the bronzer that I used, the Bondi Bay by Nude Sticks. And there it is. It's not intense. If anything, I would, you know, probably layer up another powder bronzer on top, but I just wanted to show you what this looked like on its own. So it doesn't look really, really bad. The color was a little bit, you know, orangey at the beginning, but it's okay after it's blended out. Like I said, it's very easy to use. I just wouldn't buy that again because the color is not right for me. So I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope you guys had a great weekend, and I will see you in my next video.